Wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him like this, man. Lord, past the big scam when he stretch a dick.
Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Their own 24-yard line.
Set, down 20! Even, four down, even. Switch it, clear, switch it.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Cut. 36, 30,
Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. 19 yards the pickup there. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. 27 yards there, a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Set, 250, zero. Watch his flat. Greystone, Travis. You got time. Look at that.
On first down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Tackle made by Justin Evans.
53, ready. Monday. Stay 50. Hey, Wahoo. Pilot, 64, reach.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Stafford. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's third down. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
At the 46-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Back. Check 37.
Jameis to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 31.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And Justin Coleman brings him down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. But it also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll run it with Jones. Oh, he slipped right by him. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, check 5 on the 50. Check 5 on the 50. Got safety 3.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Double right.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
10. Hey, your trip is here. Hey, echo.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Going for the deep ball. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, shoot. Hey, easy. Like. Check 13. Check 13.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That's to Fulgham, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
He's checking.
Play action. Stafford. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hey, box drop.
Again, it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Prater for the extra point. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check it backer. Check 4. Sonny.
Here's Winston. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's now 3rd and 2.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Begin.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
They'll go with Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check. Watch 53. He's alert.
Throwing on second down. Stafford over the middle, complete. It's James. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Hey. Mike 51. Hey, Haywood.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Hey, Orbit. Easy. Rip right. Mike 51. Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And it's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
59. Libra. Check 25. Hey.
From the gun, here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. A good pickup there at 22.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line.
Undercut.
Brings up second and 9. The Buccaneers 23-yard line.
White. That's it, baby. That's it. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's get the ball.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Smooth. 45. Mike. Big 20. Push him back. Push him back.
From the gun, Stafford. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jalen Richard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Off the play fake. Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw again. Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 40. Stafford on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's James. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense, I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Winston now. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's good for 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, 50. Hey.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Throwing on third down, Stafford. Steps away to his left. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice...
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. So now 20 yards to go on set work to be done. Off play action. Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Now Jones. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the safety creep.
This is Richard, and he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. Throwing on 2nd down. Winston. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Stafford dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. There's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
They don't want to keep playing on that lady.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch a slap, watch a slap.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up on Levante David. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And some space here. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 44 yards. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Blue 60.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Omaha, ready, move. 54 Mike. Check your hot read.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Stafford now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. To throw on third down. Stafford. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. On first down, Richard. Richard lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
Set. 280. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Good 20. Back, right. Hey, watch that.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Looking deep downfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
45. Mike, 45. All day. 21. Every day. Any day. Go here.
Throwing again. Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, 22. Check easy. Check 45.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Richard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
On second down, Hilliard. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Lucky. Shit. What even? Watch the twins.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Bravo.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and an alley to run.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Bucs, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to...
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you